Bro, what the? Why is everything so loud? What?
I didn't know there was a LeBron commercial. Taco Tuesday.
Get out of here.
That is amazing.
This is why these niggas retiring now.
Bro, this man did a Taco Tuesday commercial. Oh my god. Maybe that's the first thing that needs to be done. The Taco Tuesday commercial.
Taco Tuesday commercial.
We need to review LeBron's his retirement. Review his ode to retirement that is Taco Tuesday commercial. Clearly, this is the call for help. This is the sign.
Alright, we back, man. We come out of hiatus as the Wolves yet again. I know that last time, or in the other episodes, or in my description, I guess specifically, we have promised to do this like more, consistent, which we will. We will get back to it, but I had to move and all that shit, so we had to take a break a little bit to focus on that. But now we're back, and a lot of shit has happened since we stopped talking about manga. Like fucking Gojo and Sukuna is fighting. Sabo's like leading a fucking a war, a revolution, or some shit. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
He's retelling the story of what happened when at the Holy Land when he invaded.
And Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man, as per usual. But there's also Super just dropped a chapter, and it was just a sparring training thing. But I thought it was pretty cool to look at and stuff too. But right now, for the start, PS5 showcase just happened, so we're gonna relook at some trailers that came from the PS5 showcase that we enjoyed. I guess we can start with Spider-Man.
Bro, you might gotta go look at Vinland when you get the chance too. That shit's actually getting really crazy now.
I have to still read and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put this mute on real quick. So yeah, let's look at the Spider-Man trailer.
Word. Oh my god, I play Horizon. That game's so fun.
Yeah. Hi.
It is, hello.
This is sighted in Queens. Closing in now.
Oh yeah, and he was chasing a lizard.
Yeah, that was even crazier. Like they brought in Matt, what's his station there?
He's trying. He's almost trying to stop Craven from hunting. Is Craven like? I guess we'll get to that in a bit.
You have no idea. This whole lizard hunt ends now.
Yeah, I think Lizard did this to him.
Lizard did this?
I think he somehow got him infected with the symbiote. Or he might know how to get rid of it. Or he's trying to get his into how to get rid of it. This shit is so ferocious.
One thing I always say about this bar, I do not. It's an acquired taste. This combat and stuff is an acquired taste, but the whole thing of you press one button, you press square, and he just latches on to people, and he just kind of it's weird because I wish they would pick a better animation or maybe make him run or something. But the whole thing of pressing square and then that nigga just kind of gets in a Heisman position and floats across and then punch him.
Well, that's the I think that's the the triangle button. So then you do the triangle, you zoom towards him.
Well, yeah, when but that's a web. That's a web thing where you just and you. But I think if you press square and you're close by, he kind of does a similar thing where he kind of does a dash a little bit.
Yeah,
and he'll have his arms extended back I don't know. It's not. It's not the. I'm nitpicking, but it's just it bothers me sometimes when I see it.
He's gonna wish he never came to New York.
Bruh.
I like this though. I like that he swings them.
So fire. This is like.
This is hard. That's hard. The multi kick thing is.
Bro, like what? Yeah, this shit was too gas. Like literally gave me prototype vibes, except niggas wasn't dying.
It does remind me of Prototype.
Like this is such a great way to do like a symbiote, and they made it match his suit. Because this isn't even just a regular Venom symbiote suit. It literally matched his suit.
I'm on it. Sounds like Craven's checking off his.
We don't have much time.
Then look at Miles, bro.
Guess we'll chat later.
The fling, like what? And then they can fly with the little squirrel.
And then he got the little squirrel suit there. Yeah.
Like what? Bro? When they both got it, I was like, what? That's kind of
Traversing is gonna be so hard.
like what, bro? It's done.
I'll boot up and see you
It
there.
was already so fast, and now it's just crazy.
They got here fast. Can't let 'em
They got here fast. And you got there fast.
Yeah, you're a jet engine, like what? Or a fighter pilot. Then this shit with them having like drones. I was like, oh, that's gonna be stupid.
Spread out. If you find the lizard,
But like, what? You can make a what? Bro, like, oh,
look at those fish. It's been feeding.
I can make lines above niggas. Now I don't have to worry about niggas lining up to somewhere. And double takedown.
So, how's the hunt going?
Like, what is that?
Judging by the 3 tons of dead fish, not well. Right. Where are you, Connors? Garage might lead to him. Connors tore through this place. He's out of control. Where am I now? How'd you find him?
Follow the fish.
Oh, what?
Drone's picking up Lizard's trail.
He's still eating. We can catch him off guard. Binky, get behind me.
Is that the snake skin?
Yeah,
It's
Shit,
just
his
his
skin.
skin.
got bigger.
Oh, it's lizard skin.
Getting bigger?
Hungrier too.
No, spider skin. Or that's just Peter coming out, or I'm just doing a lot too much. That's definitely lizard skin. That's definitely
Yeah,
lizard skin.
Yeah. Genki's tracking him.
Hey, Mr. Parker. Mr. Spider-Man, I mean.
But the date isn't complete.
Okay, I think I got a lock.
Genki, wait, be chill. That wasn't me.
Me neither.
I don't even have a stomach, so...
Let's go.
Bro, Yuri's voice is just so funny.
Go, go, go. Make him alive.
Sasuke.
Isn't he voiced Yosuke too? In,
He's the only one who can help.
We won't. You take the drone, I got the jet skis. if I borrow this?
It's a little sad that you
Bro, that was hard. No, it's just the fact that that's all gameplay and it flung him forward. Yeah. Yeah, that's hard.
This is really, really exciting. Keep it tight, man. Watch out for those drones.
Don't worry. They think I'm a friendly.
Bro, the cinematics was so good.
Yeah, that's. It's cool that they all seem to have an exclusive little thing. That is crazy. The god.
Nigga. The man.
Spider-Man is fighting on right now. Everybody down!
Spider-Man.
Help
down.
the door boat! Right! I've got the metal murder bird! I warned you about going after Connors. Now this is on you. Poison clouds. That all you got?
Bro, the savage is
Bro, what is it?
Almost done
Voices.
here. Civilians are all safe. How you
He's so
looking?
mad, bro. The
This
symbiote.
gunship won't quit.
And I like how he's swimming with the symbiote, what you call
No
it.
time. I got you. Time to go boom,
Oh,
boys.
no. Spider-Man has got defenses. Spider-Man, hang on.
Why are you calling him Spider-Man? Like, you're not Spider-Man.
What are you gonna call him, Peter?
Well, I guess, yeah, not to say his name out loud, but it's kind of weird physically seeing him being Spider-Man and then hearing him call out Spider.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's weird when he calls that nigga Miles.
In public, yeah.
Or when he be calling that nigga Peter in public.
Otherwise, it would just be like Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
That's really how it should be.
Yeah, like, look, he's on the fucking whole speaker calling that nigga buddy.
That's what I'm saying. Those niggas is so weird, though. Like, why are you calling this nigga by his actual name? I mean, I guess there could be a lot of Miles.
Whoa! Ski faster!
They need to give Miles his own Spider-Man name.
Spider-Boy. Black Spider.
I do not want to be lizard food.
Yeah, I can see why they probably went with the replacement Peter idea.
Nigga Spider. Spider. Oh!
Everyone, take cover!
Hey, I'd love to play Spider nigga. That'd be actually the hardest thing ever if Marvel really let that
Can't
dude
get
go.
close enough.
I wouldn't even care, really.
That's one of them.
I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't care.
That's it. Pete, alley-oop on 3. Fine.
Niggas might hate that. But if Miles Spider
I don't know.
One.
I'd be gone.
Like Nano Spider or something. Like something like technology center.
That's not so
That's stupid. That's lame. But I'm just kind of throwing something out there. Maybe like, I don't know. I mean, most of them are gonna sound lame.
good. I don't think there's anyone you can really say.
Like Iron Spider doesn't sound
Well, you know, no. I don't
Scarlet
think
Spider,
It's good.
Scarlet Spider's kind of hard.
I see
Man.
the tracker.
But Iron Spider is just a concept. not a
They're
mystery.
they're hard because of the accolades of the people that wear those titles.
You sure? It's got big teeth.
No, I'd give Scarlet Spider's kind of cool. Just off its own. Oh, that shit's kind of hard.
He's not
Spider
really
Gwen,
like that.
Because Spider Gwen,
Yeah,
No.
Spider Woman,
most of the spider names are fucking lame.
Spider Noir. That shit. Spider Pig.
I think the emphasis is if it's fitting.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they can't kill Miles anything without making racial. Spider.
No, it would have to be something electric related.
But yeah, that's just fire.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'm excited for that. Where's the one with the Craven opening at the beginning?
Oh, the other reveal. This might be the same one, huh?
No.
Oh no, no, just welcome to the jungle.
Nigga just tasted blood and all down while that shit didn't do anything.
Yeah, like what? Well, nah, bro. You probably know what the different bloods taste like. You might.
A fate
And now you got a
you
scent
will
for it.
not share.
Crazy.
I've been in the shadow for hours, but you sense nothing. Pathetic.
Bro was stalking him for hours. Snapped his neck with one hand. The nigga.
I asked for an equal. And this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Black Cat, Spider-Man, Spectre. Oh yeah, we're gonna see Spectre in here now. Oh, that's gonna be hard.
Fires.
Spider-Gwen?
The great hunt begins.
Huh.
Wait, did you see Spider-Gwen?
I thought I did, but maybe that's just Spectre. Because you know Yuri went off the deep end, so. And
Yeah, it's
definitely
gonna be
Felicia's gonna be here. Spider-Man 2, baby.
After she lied about having that nigga's kid.
Yeah, she really did play that nigga. Yeah, bro. That shit gonna be hard when it come out.
Bro, when I saw this shit, I was up. Bro, this shit was crazy.
Oh shit, I see trees on it. Snake Eater. Alan Wake 2. I am interested to look at Alan Wake 2. I also find myself in that same boat because curious.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, snake, crocodile. That's like a barracuda.
It's the fact that he bit down and immediately started doing the death roll is hilarious.
Yeah, he totally tucked that nigga under. Immediately.
Meanwhile,
this nigga just stalking. The nigga. Nah, it's F-16 over there. It's gonna be cool. That's gonna be easy.
amongst the
$300
nature.
block.
Darkness and silence.
And get a song. Ooh, I gotta get that song again.
That shit hard. Man, I can't wait for this shit, bro. I can't wait to geek on this shit. Bro, imagine what the fight is gonna be like with the nigga that you have to take out your fucking your memory card and shit. Like, what is that gonna be like? We don't got memory cards
Mantis,
anymore. Yeah, Psycho Mantis.
bro. I'd like to think they probably just gonna give up to me. I'd like to think so, but
You think they just
I
gonna
don't.
get? Nah,
No.
you know Kojima. He gonna do well. I guess Kojima's not working on it anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, then they might give up to me. They might have forgot about the me. It'd be hard to think that they did, but without Kojima, I could see potentially forgetting. But I also just feel like they, if they have any sense, then they probably didn't forget the meme.
Just leave it on.
Bro, like, what do you even do at that point? Either they're gonna meme us with something that makes it look like we need to take a memory card out, and that'll be
You gonna
stupid.
need 2 controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got one PS5 controller. Who come to my house? Ain't nobody coming around.
Bro, you gotta turn your controller off and then turn it back on.
Bro, actually, I have this girl that I'm talking to actually over, and then she wanted to like play with it again. I was like, bro, I don't even think I got local multiplayer games, nor do I have another controller.
Bro, fucking, you're supposed to get Little Big Planet, nigga. Like, what? What are you
Oh,
doing?
I got Little Big Planet, but I'm not trying to play that with nobody. That game's fucking lame.
Bro, nobody's trying to play Little Big Planet with nobody, but if you got a big deal, eventually want to play a game.
I'm not trying to pretend to have fun playing a game with you.
Nah.
We might as well not even play the game.
Bro, Little Big Planet's just fun though. But you gotta want to play. I mean, that would be good. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what you're doing. It Takes Two.
I just left it alone.
Alright, download It Takes Two, bro.
I just left it alone.
You better hope so.
Crystals take more than they give.
Oh my god.
That the mother crystals are the reason the world is dying.
I'm actually gonna lose myself in this fucking
Now
game.
we're talking. If they won't give us a say, we'll decide our fates another way. Are you with me? You will pay for what you've done.
Bro, what?
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
I was forced to kill. You do it by choice.
They don't believe in me. They believe in the powers that dominant.
You can't blame a man for wanting to bring an end to all this, can you?
Never led astray by your blind resolve. And thus is the light of hope severed. We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Come to me, Ifrit! Who are we? What are the dominants? We are but mighty
That was-
acts of God.
Odin. I mean, not Odin.
Odin, yeah.
I use my talents to my
Rambo.
advantage. You would tell me there is shame in that?
We shared a dream.
Kaiju battles, nigga. He fighting the fucking
Bro,
ring.
the summons are gonna be
Titans.
stupid.
That nigga fighting Titans.
I don't want to be a monster. Clive.
That
Bro,
Leviathan.
Ifrit
No,
look crazy.
that's Bahamut. Shiva.
No, I'm talking about at the beginning. Him, yeah,
I don't know.
that one.
It is they who will give me the strength to end your
Ifrit.
reign. Your efforts will avail us naught.
Leviathan.
We fight.
Odin.
This
That
is
was
life. We endure. We don't need a reason.
this shit. Dumb.
This is the reason why we got a PS5, ain't it?
This is the literal reason, bro.
At first it was like, why did I buy this big ass
I did
piece
get it
of
for.
junk?
I ain't gonna hold you. I did
What?
get it for fucking Spider-Man.
I got it for Final Fantasy 16, fucking Snake Eater, and
Ratchet and Clank.
I got Ratchet and Clank, and what other game am I looking forward to on this? I guess Spider-Man was one of them.
I'll have to get diamonds.
What was suspected things that were going to come out that we haven't got confirmed yet? What were the suspected things?
Shit, man. Fucking. I mean, we're still hearing
Tech,
shit about
Tekken
Persona.
8.
Tekken 8 still.
Street Fighter 6 for sure. Man, oh yeah, Persona 6 also. But Persona 6 apparently isn't going to be, it might not be an exclusive anymore.
Yeah. So who knows what that shit's gonna be. Check out Alan Wake 2. Check out Alan Wake 2.
Okay. This is one of the things that the Xbox niggas are holding up. Bro, as far as Xbox, the only reason I got an Xbox is Starfield
Nightmare.
and
I write to escape.
Tekken 8,
Every word.
which I'm just probably going to get on PS5.
In the darkness.
I'm glad you're on this case.
Is that John
Anderson.
Wick?
It's right up your alley.
Alan Wake.
The victim was
Alan Wake.
In
FBI Special
Alan Wake
Agent
2.
Alan Wake. Alan
So you
Wake.
knew Al Victim.
That's
Only
so
the
sick,
rumors.
man.
He was
John
chasing
Wick
a
2.
fighter.
John Wick 2.
Someone knew they were here. Was playing.
He
a
does
game
look
with
like John.
Killer left a message.
They just put Keanu
It's
Reeves
for
in the
us.
game.
Just Keanu.
The text is about us.
Bro, look at that nigga head. What
them. We
the
were all trapped in a
That
horrible
nigga's head, yeah.
Nigga got a cinder block head.
Our story was.
Bruh. They actually just found this. I mean, they didn't find the sauce. They just copied the sauce.
What games does Xbox have?
Ooh.
Shit, Starfield. That's the only thing we got to look forward to.
Yeah, just.
There's something I'm forgetting.
Starfield shouldn't be on this
Something
here.
important.
Nah, Starfield probably gonna be
Something's not
good.
right.
Easy.
It's something promising for sure.
Ooh, bro, this is gonna
First
be so
things first.
gas.
What's your name?
This is actually gonna be so fucking gas.
It's gonna be something. Starfield's gonna be something. It's not just gonna be
Alan Wake 2.
a waste. I was never into these games, so hopefully y'all eat that up.
Yeah, that shit gonna look dumb, bro. I mean, that's like the Evil Within kind of vibe and shit.
Oh yeah, Fable. There's gonna be a Fable game coming out on Xbox. But hey, man. Let's get into these chapters though. That was the state of the play shit. Overall thoughts, man. Spider-Man, fucking Snake Eater. That's all I'm really looking for. Final Fantasy 16. That shit is coming out next month. Spider-Man. We don't even have a date for Spider-Man yet. Still, it's like it said like fall 2023.
Yeah, it's still.
And Snake Eater is also still up in the air. Alone in the Dark. I don't give a damn about Alone in the Dark. I ain't gonna lie. I have to get this buggy speech off. Sorry. Got a little distracted.
Hello. Mortal Kombat 1 is coming. Yeah, but honestly, everybody's seen that one.
Yeah, we seen the Mortal Kombat 1 trailer.
I don't know how excited I am for Mortal Kombat 1 as I am just surprised that they're making a new one. It looks sick, but yeah, no.
Anyway, man, let's get into this manga, bro.
Welcome back to the Wolves Den podcast.
We back in the Wolves Den podcast. What episode is this one?
7, 8. Skate.
What episode number are we on, bro? We just like the Joe Budden podcast. We're never gonna remember what number episode we're on, and we literally haven't even been doing it for that long.
Sick.
No, we on 9. Okay, so yeah, this is Wolves Den number 9, bro.
You're pretty cool.
Let's get into this One Piece. So, before the chapters that we're coming up with, because we're about to cover the Sabo shit from 181 or 1083 to 1084, but in 1082 there was a lot of like buggy coverage, and actually I could just go to 1082 myself.
drinking with the king tonight.
So the Marines was talking about striking down the Cross Guild, and it's obvious that the Cross Guild is starting to like make a name for themselves. Cross Guild is a group with Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk. I don't remember exactly how Buggy got involved.
They jumped.
They just jumped him and forced him into the Cross Guild.
Buggy just had he already had niggas off name, and then Mihawk and Crocodile came to essentially force that nigga to use his influence for them. But then he, instead of making himself subjugated under them, he subjugated them under him through word, by accident, quote unquote. Because his niggas like him so much that they just figured, oh, since they're around, that means you got them to join you, not the other way around. So they just advertised it like Buggy's the nigga.
And that pisses them off, and that's why they continue to keep beating him
Yeah,
up.
then that's why they continue to beat his ass. They would kill him if they could, but he's the morale, so. You know, you can't kill the morale, or else that will be kind of fun.
It's just look at that just show, just like, you want us to ride on this cloud shit?
Yeah, because when he showed them the ship, he was like, oh my god, I'm dead. And then they took that nigga to the back room and immediately destroyed him. Meeting room now. Oh my god. I actually felt bad for Buggy. They took that nigga's head off with his own fruit. Oh my god. But I'm glad he got to actually get into how he feels.
Yeah. So with the flashback, it kind of, for me, it recontextualized Buggy's entire character for me. Because
oh yeah, for sure.
It goes into the fact that Buggy had given up on his dreams due to Shanks outshining him just on just every turn, every aspect, every angle. And, you know, this continued to crush his self-esteem, but it also gave him like a potential lifeline, which is that if Shanks becomes the next Pirate King, his own dream will be validated. So he put his like entire just energy and faith into him. Sorry, my phone is heavy and it's like fucking with the keyboard. Wait, where were we?
No.
We're right here. If Shanks, oh wait, and I have absolutely like no doubt that Boogie would have joined Shanks had he immediately gone for the One Piece, but you know, unfortunately, you know, Shanks decided to just not immediately go for it because, you know, I don't.
He probably, I mean, I think he knew better, but he also just had a lot of other shit to do. So it's like, as capable as he is, even, I don't know if he would have even got the One Piece.
Like he literally just decided that like I'm just like what, and it's kind of crazy because Shanks did just kind of just pop up and just one day it's just like, all right, well, I'm ready to do it.
Yeah. Because I mean, I guess he had just a lot of shit to set in motion because he saw everything with the Roger and you know.
It didn't even seem like he was really doing anything. He's just kind of just walking around and just drinking beer with his mates. Until one day he just
when he decided to leave it, what you call it? Or when like they started basically after the whole Wano thing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just the entire duration of the series. I mean, even when Luffy got his hat, like the niggas was just in the bars, just not giving a fuck. Like,
yeah, that's the whole thing about Shanks. This is the craziest and funniest thing. Is he's always doing everything while you only see him do literally nothing. And then we just see crazy like panels of him, like him talking with the sages of the world government. Because what? Like we know he's a world power, but they're sitting down with a pirate. Because they're the government. How does it fuck?
But now that he sees Shanks going for the top, you know, he wants to go for it too. And I think Buggy really struggles with his self-esteem, which is why he keeps such a motley crew around while being bullied by Mihawk and Crocodile, you know, just behind the scenes. Buggy really just wants to be someone important to others. I mean, even perhaps love. Like, I think that's why he kind of... I was talking about this while we were at work, but like, I think that he kind of just relished in the attention. And that's what's motivating him to also to go forward, is that he does actually do like being praised for doing something. Because, I mean, it is his dream to be a world-class pirate. He just lacked the capabilities of doing so.
I mean, yeah, he's a weak clown, as niggas say. But like, to feel on top is just something euphoric for him. He does, and I guess it is a personal thing too with Shanks, because he just hates that nigga for what he feels like he betrayed. his expectations of him and what he thinks Roger expected of him. When in all reality, Roger probably just thought this was the shit Shanks should do. But I mean, I guess he's still hopeless in that sense that he can't do. I mean, because that's weird. When you first see Buggy, he's in that one town. He's just terrorizing a bunch of weak ass niggas because I mean he's weak himself. But now look at him, and this is all just off the strength of the whole shit with Luffy. So that's an interesting way that things kind of panned out in that sense. Because I don't know, you would think after rolling with Roger's crew, having some time to develop, Buggy would be at a point where he could kind of get up and go. But he is still Buggy. So I guess they wanted to save that for one, this story, and two, it's character development now. Which is actually nice that he did the whole One Piece thing, like they're gonna go to One Piece, and shit like that, just to solidify his dream, solidify his position, and rile up the niggas. And I guess he was being emotional too.
And this is where Sabo joined to like tell them the story and stuff.
Yeah, he went back to the army to tell them what happened with when he was at the Holy Land or whatever, because last time they saw it got blown up by like a super destructive big weapon, mysterious whatever the fuck, laser satellite. So the niggas thought Sabo was dead, or that he also killed King Cobra, which we haven't.
So wait, is this the first time we've seen Sabo in a while? Like, is this a confirmation that we now know that Sabo's alive?
I mean, we kind of already knew Sabo was alive anyway, but this might be the first time in quite a second, because last we saw a big laser shot down, and it was just like, oh, what happened? But then for the Revolutionary Army, I know they got the thing of King Cobra died or something, which maybe we already saw Sabo like in some little small chapter thing, like while he went there, because he of course showed up after King Cobra died. However, he died. If he died, we still don't know if he's actually dead. That on itself is probably the world government that killed that guy. Oh yeah,
This Doflamingo code is just funny. What the fuck?
I love that shit, bro.
Doflamingo offered his coat as a new home for a chick that fell from a nest. As if he would ever actually do some shit like that.
That's what I love about these candid photos and shit. That's just so great. Goddamn, Katakuri eating fucking mochi or some shit cake with his big ass jaw open in front of all the niggas. I'm like, bro. So yeah, then Sabo went to his big old explanation on all the shit he had to do. Which is just, I mean, Sabo is, of course, we already knew he was crazy. But it was interesting to see more of Dragon. It's always interesting to see more of the Revolutionary Army, since we never see anything, at all for the most part. And they really go into how things work. Like, I feel like this was just kind of an info dump chapter that, like, yeah, get us here now. Here's what's been happening. Which is cool. But, it's in One Piece fashion to kind of to drop it on you later. And I feel like Ivankov's accent has gotten a lot more thick than what they used to write before. I guess because they want to stay somewhat active.
The big thumb-looking dude in the makeup. Mm-hmm. Okay, I was figuring that. I couldn't remember what his name was, to be honest. I know that he's with Dragon, though. I knew that. Like, they're in the Imperial Army.
Bro, the Revolutionary Army is Army. Crazy, though, because, like, I mean, you think, yeah, they're strong to be fighting the world government, but when you see all the niggas, like, they are crazy. Or at least the niggas who are up there at Sabo's level. Of course, because Sabo's crazy.
Man, then I'm just wondering what kind of capabilities Dragon has.
Dragon? I mean, he might not have shit, to be honest with you.
You think he's just a mouthpiece?
Who knows, because he did stop smoker. So, he at least had to have some type of hockey or something. Some ability somewhere. But, who knows, Dragon is so mysterious, we'll never know until the actual last chapter.
I'm surprised that we saw more of them right now.
I'm surprised we saw any more of them right now.
Yeah.
Like, I've just not been there, it just pop up. That's just Dragon. Except he actually don't even need to. He pop up on us. But then this guy, Karatsu, Gotta see whatever the fuck his name. That is crazy. And I thought, okay, you know, there's a couple of zany characters. You know, they're never too strong, right? They're just some zany characters, but they go toe to toe with admirals and stuff. I'm like, whoa. Okay, hold on. These zany characters, kind of crazy. Actually, like, look at this guy. He looks like a freak, but he goes crazy. And there's the big one. Yeah, there's the big one.
And then it's
Goofy.
Lynn Burke is a cat.
Yeah, and then like what? That cat look at me. Like they actually are going toe to toe with these niggas. Whether it be tactics or whether it just be actual like prowess and strength.
Wait, they're going against the Marines. I see fucking. There ain't no way that these niggas are going on part with.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that Fujitora is there. Like, bro, you can't be going part with Fujitora.
Yes, they can though. They're the Revolutionary Army captains because they're like the four captains.
Anaraki or whatever his name, Amaraki.
Yeah, like they're actually. And then I love how the Celestial.
Wait, Morley. Bro, there's no way a nigga Morley is fucking going part with Amaraki.
That's a big man, bro. And I think he can do some crazy shit. I can't remember what his fruit is, whatever, but he's kind of crazy. And he's just strong as shit. That's the revolutionaries, bro. Getting to see them go crazy like this is amazing.
Fujitora, what are you doing? I'm dropping a meteor. No, you
literally saw this. Like, I'm dropping.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, how the hell are you going part with Fujitora and he's just not dropping an entire planet on you, stupid ass? Bro, fuck that, or put you on the ground. Nigga can literally just, and then literally you just fold into the.
I don't know. You got hockey and you quick as fuck and you just strong. That nigga Fujitora can't even just. It's crazy, bro. It's some limitations. And then there goes Sabo. You know he's gonna do that thing. And unfortunately, Shirahoshi's being accosted by weirdos in the next one. So that's always.
Sabo is working with fucking Luffy dad, and that nigga Luffy is just over there just like, fuck that nigga.
I mean, yeah, like, what does Luffy care? You know, he doesn't met his dad ever. And his dad doesn't seem to care to meet him. Well, I mean, he saved him, so I guess there's that. But, and his dad...
He probably wants to ask Luffy to be in the Revolutionary Army as well. Maybe that'll be the thing. Maybe Sabo will try to be like, yo, come work here, come help me and your dad, you know what I'm saying?
I kind of doubt it, because they, I mean, maybe now. Because, yeah, I know he probably wouldn't want it from him before, just because he knows that shit was gritty. And that, you know, they got some other shit going on. So he probably won't impose on him that. Because the only reason he really took Sabo in is because he was dying. And then, you know, you can't exactly keep a kid around the Revolutionary Army if he doesn't.
Sabo was dying from the boat explosion?
Yeah. Or rather, he was just, you know, abandoned after that by himself. So they kind of saved him and just like took care of his ass. And, well, I mean, hey, who's a better person to train up than a kid grateful for his life that you saved him? So, and then let him learn like your shit from like age 1 or whatever. That's literally, nigga, that's Sabo's dad. That ain't Luffy dad. That's Sabo's daddy. Oh my god, the bikini, what you call it? Gotta love the One Piece.
Yeah, somebody was on Reddit and literally did a whole analysis of this entire fucking panel. I was like, you niggas are in here are dangerously horny.
Bro, might I add that I am upset that Yamato herself is not in a bikini. That's lame.
Why do you want to look at that dude?
It's not a dude.
What?
That is not a dude.
Don't misgender fucking Yamato. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not misgendering anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. That's not a dude.
That's he, him.
Concept of being Oda.
He, him.
She's not.
Those are.
She likes the concept of Odin. I don't think it's more of a what you call it. I think it's more of the concept.
Yamato identifies as a dude. It is canon. It's confirmed.
She identifies as Odin.
No.
That's what she identifies
He
as.
identifies as him.
As
Bro,
Odin.
you see this nigga always hating on members of the LGBT community. Right?
I'm not hating you. In Yamato's case, it was actually the craziest what you call it of Kaido just kept saying he wanted a son, so he just rejected the idea that it could be a daughter. And then Yamato just also grew
And
to
then she
admire
felt
Odin.
comfortable identifying as a man. So respect her with his wishes.
My thing is, it's not that Yamato refers to Yamato's self as, oh, I'm a man. It's, oh, I am Odin. That's the thing. It's like Odin is the replacement of man. So that's why I'm like, that's an interesting line.
But isn't Odin a man?
But it's more the concept.
So she identify as a man?
Odin.
No, she identify. Okay, so Odin is a man. She identifies as Odin, so she identifies as a man. Part of being Odin is also identifying as a man.
Hey, man. I'll let y'all have it.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So anyway,
1084.
1084. Give us the coverage. Go ahead. Ready to give the narration.
This is what it is. So, Sabo pulls up in the Mary Joy, and this is after people think he's gotten bopped, I think, from the, satellite beam or whatever on the other island. So now he's here to do some revolutionary work with the other niggas and, free Kuma. And, of course, he runs into Bonnie, because she's always, after it got revealed that Kuma was her dad, everything has just been about Kuma. I mean, I guess everything was about Kuma beforehand with Bonnie, even as nonchalant as everything she was doing seemed. Apparently, it was all for her father. So now she's, met up with Sabo in here, and they kind of get the rundown on each other pretty quickly, which I guess she's kind of in with that crowd, because her dad and all. But, she's a princess and everything like that, and she's a interesting character, but she's also just kind of weak as shit, so it's like, we'll see what Bonnie does. She's like another Nami kind of character. It's like, you're here, I guess. You can do something. Ish. But, they just, tearing through the whole fucking palace, essentially. Beating niggas up and trying to free Kuma. I think this is before Kuma went back or whatever. So I can't remember if this is the first time they were freeing him, or this might be the second. But I think this might be like the first time they freed him and brought him back. And they basically had to go through the whole thing of going through this fucking, all through their defenses and blowing up the shit. Just 4 niggas, by the way. And then, I think they called I can't remember if they call it backup, whatever, on the niggas. But these niggas also revealed a lot about the whole throne thing with the seats, like of the 13 kingdoms that formed the world government. I don't remember it was 13. It was a bunch of them. But all the kingdoms that formed world government that were like Iron Throne kind of shit, like, oh, it's nobody will sit on it, and whoever does sit on it is the actual one true ruler. So if we all make this pact that nobody sits on it, then we all, operate under one government, one thing. But Alabasta is not amongst those countries. So that gives, King Cobra the idea to come up in his old ass age, after we hadn't seen him for God knows how long, to ask the sages, about, his ancestor, what's her face? Queen Lily, who went there and she never came back and everything like that. And then she was also scrubbed from history. And that was also, and at first, it was like, oh, okay, so clearly they just killed her, right? The government, of course they just killed her. But then it's interesting because it seemed like they were just being hush-hush, not because they killed her, but because now, as he asked about what the will of D is or what's in the name, somebody comes out and they go and sit on the throne. Now that's a little bit something after, this panel, but this panel right here just shows, Kuma's back and he's under their control again, doing this shit to, capture Shirahoshi. And he's really strong as fuck, so it's not going to be like the last time where the Celestial Dragon dude just kind of got bopped on the head. Kuma's actually the goon, so there's really no guards around that could probably help. This was actually going to be sad if she did get caught up, but then her brothers come out of nowhere, and they're probably about to, they were going to get bopped, so that's why they had to get out the way. Kind of let that nigga pass.
Wait, is this the Kuma?
Yeah, that's the Kuma.
He's enslaved?
Yeah, he's a slave, because he took away his own emotions and stuff like that, and sacrificed himself for, I think for like his kingdom or some shit. Or like, they also, I think they might also just blown up his kingdom. I can't remember, with some shit with his kingdom just fell and made him into that, and the government made him a slave for the celestial dragons because, well, the celestial dragons are an absolute power, so no matter who you are, they will try to fuck with you and do whatever they want to do. But you know, they still this guy from fucking what's it called, from the Doflamingo ass arc, it was from Dressrosa. It was just like, oh wow, you're back, interesting. And the Fishman nigga, y'all back, cool, I guess. But it's I don't know. I mean, hey, they're doing something, right? So what can you say? But I wasn't particularly too happy to see them. One Piece and a lot of other anime do that, where they just bring back some like character who's like whatever-ish, and they do a thing that's like cool as fuck, like smack a celestial dragon, which Luffy already did, and all that. So, oh wow, you know, they did it, but we already know the ramifications of that, and yeah, niggas will not exactly get away scot-free. Who knows what's gonna happen to them? But they were preventing the Royals from doing it.
They just killed the fucking celestial guy.
Charlos? Nah, he's still alive, probably, just because this is bullshit, but he should be dead. I mean, you know, there's no reason he's alive at all. He shouldn't be. But, you know, who knows what'll happen to them? Like, Leo and
these
fucking, what's it called?
be out here actually getting busy.
Shit, Leo be getting busy. Other
Bro,
than
every Tantana... Wait, was that specifically the Tantana that Luffy met?
Leo? I mean, yeah, he had a lot of them, but Leo's the captain of the Tatas. No, because he's kind of with their princess, and he was just the toughest out of the niggas. So, you know, follow the tough nigga, right? So, yeah, I mean, who knows what will happen to those niggas, but that was a cool little thing. And that was when they captured Kuma, so I guess that's what happened in that sense. So this is probably before he actually left again. But as you can see, What's-His-Face is very strong, as he can hold back Akuma. Not Akuma, but, you know, Bartholomew Kuma, in a sense. He's just, I don't know. The captains of the are very strong. I guess it should be expected, but that was a cool thing to see. And as you saw at the end, it's probably going to be revealed that, oh yeah, this is why you don't see Queen Lily's name in the records, is because she's actually the only person who sat on the throne. So now everybody else isn't, I guess she ruled the world, I guess. Or technically the world government. And we'll see what more happens in that, because that's just, I just don't know what to do with that. That's so out of nowhere that, who knows? I didn't know there was a thing with Queen Lily. I didn't know there was a thing with the Iron Throne kind of concept. This is all kind of just new shit. So that's cool, I guess. I mean, we didn't have it before, now we do. And shit, man, I'm actually excited to see where One Piece goes. This is how it always happens when they reveal shit in One Piece. It's an exciting, like, oh, this is new. This is something I haven't seen before. This is actually progress, and not just us bouncing back and forth into battles and meaningless dialogue, or dialogue that means some shit that I don't care about. But you know, One Piece is going pretty down me right now. We still got a lot to look forward to, like the whole Blackbeard situation, because last time we saw, Aokiji froze that one bitch, and well, who knows what happened with that, and Kobe and Gart. And Luffy, who is currently also doing his own thing. Like, bro, everything's just happening now. Everything.
Yeah. I'm more interested in getting back to that, but this is pretty interesting, I guess, too.
Yeah, and that's why everything is so colored like this. I mean, I like the way they do this when, you know, the panels are black colored instead of, like, the white outline, because then it shows, oh, okay, back in the past. Nice. I mean, I guess all manga do that, but I always like I like the look sometimes. But that reveal, I don't know. Queen Lily, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just see what happens, bro.
All right, let's see what's happening over here. So, in 220 or 129, it's Chainsaw Man. They're still dealing with the what was it? The Falling Devil?
Yeah, Falling Devil, and well, I guess.
And the last time we read, I think there was like another Chainsaw Man that just showed up. And then, like, as soon as he showed up, tentacles start flying up, and they just got flung out of whatever pocket dimension they was in.
That's like some tentacle devil or something, because they attacked while they were, while the Falling Devil was incapacitated. And this is a nice little, what you call it. Hey, there he is, kill him!
Yeah, you literally could just do it right now.
Bro, he saved us for one. Two, we're about to die anyway. So I kind of kill him and I'll return your body. You'll finally be rid of me. I mean, that doesn't exactly save you. So, and then, I mean, Asa did want to die at first. So fair for Yoru. Asa did say she wanted to die. But, you know, she made a decision, bro. She wants to live. And why did she want to live? Because, well, Chainsaw Man essentially inspired her with his foolhardiness and
But
reckless
this is
abandon to
kind of
save her.
crazy that the person you literally did make a deal to kill, you just gonna help the nigga. At the very least, you could just be neutral and just
I mean, but then
not.
he saved you, bro. And then, like, I don't think she knows it's Denji, though. I don't think so. I don't think that part matters.
No, yeah.
He just saved her, bro. Chainsaw Man has saved my life twice now. Like, man. Like, and then, yeah, I guess, you know, that's also a good point. Chainsaw Man is kind of a piece of trash, so I guess it could be a lot worse, right? You could be Chainsaw Man. And if it's proven anything, you don't usually want to be Chainsaw Man. Kind of sucks, actually.
I don't think you want to exist in this world in general.
Well, yeah, true. Unless you're actually one of those people who just live, grow old, and die. But doesn't seem like that's a common thing here, honestly. Because, I mean, man, my God. Just everything sucks for the bystanders, for Chainsaw Man. And I mean, we got a lot of nice little shots. We haven't gotten much action shots of Denji in a while. So that was a nice thing to see. But then
There has
also
been
just
a lot more action in these manga recently. Everybody's
that's
just
all I'm
getting
saying,
down.
bro.
It's
Everybody
been
going
long,
crazy.
like stretch panels of just shots like these.
Bro,
And
like,
just
niggas
about
is
everything.
actually busy.
Except
I'm
for
saying,
One
bro.
Piece. One Piece is like heavy narrative right now, but
I mean, but then they did show, yeah, they kind of mixed it up with the narrative and then like the niggas showing
there was
the
some
Admiral
love.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the little, funny shit they kind of do in between these two, just because seeing Asa
Like
and
a
Denji
fucking
interact.
random chainsaw bike.
Hey, bro, he said, "Denji, get that bike." No, stupid, that's a woman. Okay, what about that nigga? Got it. What? And then yeah, he was able to manipulate a bike into a chainsaw. So now we can see Denji's power is either getting used flippantly for story, reasons, which he might do because Fujimoto's a nut, or Denji's power actually goes farther beyond. I mean, of course it probably does, right? It goes further beyond than just cutting things up. But the simplicity was, it seemed like that was just the thing. Like he just cuts niggas up real good, and he just doesn't die. That's Chainsaw Man, a stupidly persistent cutter. But I mean, hey, I don't know.
But now he can make
Fujimoto was
vehicles.
scary to see characters.
He
Yeah, now
made
he
a
can make
chopper.
chainsaws.
He on the chopper.
Let the chopper hit your block. Ha ha. Sure.
Yeah.
And then this thing, whatever. Like this thing is what's chasing them. So who knows what this is? We have no actual context besides it's just a thing.
What kind of devil even is that thing?
The meat devil. That's what I kind of
She's
see right now,
dropping fucking buildings and shit on you.
Yeah, bro, like eat this. That shit was hard. That shit was actually gas. Now I wonder what happened to the other Chainsaw Man because yeah, like this bitch is. I know this bitch is strong, so of course she's not just gonna die. But man, how did she get
Jesus,
up?
this panel is so crazy.
The decimation. The actual world is just being
the details of just building crash.
And this is all from some random shit that just happened too. This isn't like the final fight of the series, I hope. But this is just somebody popped up on Asa. We haven't even gotten context why. This is all just happening. We don't even know. And like this thing shows up. And Chainsaw Man showed up. So it's just crazy.
No.
Like, bro, this is actual in-level kaiju battles. Like, what? This is race to the power core and blow up the Death Star. What is happening? Like, man, and now we're gonna jump inside of a giant creature with a chainsaw bite?
Chainsaw Man is still just in a state of just we're just transitioning between this all of this funk. Yeah.
There's a lot going on, bro. My God, like this could end the series right now. Because Araki's too, not Araki. Fujimoto's too scary when he gets everything moving. When he gets the ball moving, shit happens like Fire Punch and just, you know, everything just goes to complete shit. Like they just all get fucked. Narratively, that might be kind of fun. But, you know, scary.
All right, so in Juju Land though, Goju and Sukuna are fighting.
boy.
Goju and
Boy,
Sukuna
boy,
are definitely
boy.
scripting at the moment.
Yeah. Everything explained here was so amazing just because it shows the seriousness, the tone, everything that you should just take this with
Wait,
no grain
hold
of
on.
salt whatsoever.
Chapter 222. All right, hold on. So there's something. So did Gojo kill these niggas?
Kill who?
Was it in this chapter?
Alright, this is the training.
Jesus, look at this.
And yeah, about the plan. Yeah, bro, he came out cold as a mud. Like he noticed the serious shit, and they all didn't even know what to say to him because they were like, "All right, bro, what should we say?" You know, it's or they all didn't know how to approach him because they haven't seen him as serious. But of course, leave it to Yuji, who doesn't really feel the pressure to just, you know, break the silence. You know, really kind of help everybody set the tone for what it should be. This is literally just the fight to end all fights. So that's it. There's nothing else to say about it. All you can do is try your best, give it your hardest. But this is theoretically where Jujutsu Kaisen should literally end. So there's no reason to hold back anything. That's what this chapter is definitely giving me the vibes of. So as is shown in a, you know, Yuji fashion. Hey, nigga, you supposed to get the back smack for, you know, you about to put the team on your back, nigga. Like, what? Like, get your ability out the way. And everybody did the back smack, and I was like, ooh, okay. Bro, that get me pumped up, nigga. I don't want to smack his back. Like, what? Like, man, that's just a hard panel.
That was
just after
that was
seeing
that
Gojo
was
get
dope.
serious.
That was a nice moment. Wait, is that
Bro, that shit
Inumaki?
was so, like... Who?
Is that Inumaki? This nigga?
Wait. Yeah, what's his face? Yeah.
Isn't Inumaki dead?
Nope.
No, it was the robot nigga that died.
Mekamaru? Yeah.
I thought Inumaki, the voice nigga, died too.
No, no, oh yeah, you forgot. He got his arm blown off by Sukuna.
Inumaki?
Like Sukuna. Yeah, Sukuna blew his arm off, so he's recovering for a while. When Itadori lost control of Sukuna, he blew his arm off in that big Tokyo thing, I think. So this was like a while back. But he's fine. Now he just... I mean, maybe, you know, he can still use his voice, I guess, but he's probably somewhat weaker than he was before. And crippled. So that kind of sucks.
I think he just smacked him on the back with his foot.
This chapter here was something amazing. Cause it
It was this part I was looking for. This conversation.
Oh, when he exposed the shit about... Well, he knew the shit about the whole principal thing. He was like, yeah, I mean...
What
hey,
was
bro,
remind me of what the principal thing was.
Okay, so when Gojo got sealed, in JJK, Gojo was holding back a lot of different opposing forces. He was stopping a lot of things from happening just by being a factor. So he didn't have to be... He just was there. When Gojo got taken out of the picture, that opened up a lot of doors to get a lot of people who were problematic out of the cut. Like Yuji Itadori and the principal, who they were planning on executing through Yuta. Which, I mean, they got this nigga to execute the principal, the old nigga, because he follows orders. He's, you know, that kind of nigga. But, and the principal, you know, except he knew his head was already going to get come for. Like, these niggas have no real relationships. They all just work based on a lot of business, most of them at least. But, so they killed the principal. They assassinated him, just off screen, just because, you know, they didn't like the nigga. And he probably was he was problematic. He made Panda. And they already knew Panda was a big problem. The secret.
No, they made Panda.
They didn't know. Yeah.
And that's why the Panda is listening outside.
Yeah, because the principal is essentially like a dad to him or whatever. or he's his creator or whatever the fuck. And he might have made him using like kids or something like that. So maybe it was a really taboo way of making these niggas. But he might have made them with kids and like animals parts. That just made cursed spirits out of nowhere and given them like raised them or some shit. And then also transfigured them into each other because now Panda is like 3 different people in one.
And that disturbs them.
Yeah, because that's dangerous. And but they couldn't get rid of him because he had one Gojo on his side. Well, yeah, that was the only reason. He had Gojo on his side. And he wasn't a bad principal or anything, but with Gojo there, if Gojo liked him, then you don't touch him, because Gojo will touch you, nigga. And you ain't gonna like it. And that's why they tried to kill Yuji, too. But, of course, they couldn't do that, because Yuta didn't actually want to kill him.
But they also want his process and how to make the... And I do recall back when the old man killed that nigga. I do remember that. It didn't happen on screen. They had a fight on screen. I remember that.
Old man?
Yeah, and then at the end, before he died, he told him. I actually don't remember why he did that, but he told him exactly how to make Panda and everything. He revealed his secret at the end to that nigga.
I mean, he trusted him, so he doesn't even... Yeah. He just knew he wasn't a bad guy. He was just following orders. Because, I mean, what can you do, especially when it's that kind of situation? But, I guess I don't remember what you call it. The chapter. I probably have to look it up again.
Yeah, and he says it right here. He kept the secret. He didn't even pass it.
Yeah, he didn't snitch. So it was like, that says enough. You didn't say anything. Now that look he gave him was kind of crazy.
Because I think he actually did just, instead of telling, he went and killed the hires up after. I think that's what this, and that's what I was going to ask about. Or did Gojo do this? I think Gojo might have went and did this.
I mean, shit.
I think that's why Gojo know that he didn't tell. And that's what this look is. Because Gojo is like slightly kind of coldly implying that, yeah, I know you didn't tell. And then they show this.
Oh, yeah.
So I think Gojo went and actually just fucked them niggas up.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey, they did kill the principal, so yeah, that is that was the kind of the agreement thing. If they did fuck that nigga up or try to kill Yuji, then he would fuck them niggas up. And I'm glad they made they made do on that. They made do on that and did it. So this just to shows it sets the tone.
And I think this also is like Gojo is crazy because Gojo with a smile will just not even actually directly tell you. He'll tell you everything surrounding it to let you know that exactly because he's pretty much telling this nigga like
things would be better. You in charge now, nigga.
No, he pretty much telling you the reason why you standing right here in front of me is because the fact that you didn't tell him and that you just a type of nigga that just do what you told. I can trust you, and that's why I can get you out just like them niggas, because them niggas not only like you said went behind and shitted on our agreement and decided to kill the principal, which is disappointing to me. So that's why he had to go follow up and kill them. But he's also kind of slyly letting this nigga know that the only reason you stand in front of me is because you seem like a solid ass nigga. So I'm gonna let just like these other niggas, but I know I can trust you because you didn't snitch. So just off the he's letting them know that just off business, you're good to keep around because you just solid.
I think it's off. Yeah, when he said things would be better with you in charge, that was like the look.
Yeah,
he was letting them know. Yeah, them niggas ain't here no more. So that's your shit now. Good luck, bitch. But a good thing you didn't kill, because now would have got you. Nah, this chapter was cold for all the implications it had. Just because everything wasn't said directly out loud, but it was just shown.
That's the crazy thing about Gojo, because that's the most accurate thing about a character like this is because when you just a nigga that really could just smoke any of these niggas, like you just top dog, you talk exactly like this. You're not direct. You just say enough to let a nigga know. It's sly, and I like the way they executed it though. Yeah.
And he's such a coy character, so playful and fuck. Except
you
for
can feel the grimace around it though, and it's kind of crazy that he's dressing just like he's dressing just like he's kind of dressing like what's the Megumi's
Jojo
dead.
or Sakuna? Oh, you mean with the what you call it? Yeah, they did make that candid thing. They're like,
I think he kind of
talking
talking about it. Like I think like it's a thing where he kind of has a grudge against Megumi's dad. I think he literally did say that like Sakuna, I actually have no problem with beating your ass. I don't care if you absorb Megumi because you look just like his dad. So now I literally have no reservations about smoking you and that nigga.
Yeah, because he did kill. He changed Goto, Geto, and he killed that one chick that they got to know.
So he's like, bro, just because he looked like just like his dad, I actually don't care.
It'd be interesting if he kind of raised Megumi with the, with almost somewhat near the intent of this being the case. Like, oh, if I ever had to kill a nigga closest to me, I want it to be the son of the nigga who.
I think that's why he always kind of kept Megumi at arm's length. Like, there's a part of him that just kind of, because he that just nigga just do it. Like, bro, I didn't fuck with your dad. And I kind of don't fuck with you because you look like your dad.
But of course, I think he might also I think he probably. It's more likely he actually does just care about that nigga. But now that things have come into this case, it's like, oh well,
he just was.
You got it.
Yeah, base case scenario, you do look like that nigga dad, so I'm gonna smoke you.
Yeah, he's just making the best of a bad situation, right? So it's like, fuck it. Now the whole seriousness and explanation. Of
the whole Hollow Purple was crazy, especially the way he did it.
And
then it's crazy because he didn't. Yeah, he tried to like reverse it at the last second, but he didn't even. Because imagine if that shit actually did hit him like 100%. Like if he didn't even like balance it at all, like that shit, he would have been gone right there.
Actually, just be gone. Because he actually took out the whole, like he did the actual whole ritual, and I was like, man, I was waiting for them to do that because a couple of series do that where if they actually spell out the whole ritual, then it's like 20 million times stronger. And so that's why when she was doing the dance and everything they did to boost that nigga, and he said all the words, I felt the chill run down me. Boy, I felt it. Because I was like, none of these niggas ever
Bro, this face is so stupid. I hate this face. This nigga just coming up.
Oh my God.
He got a floppy face, yeah.
Nah,
but nah, this chapter 224 is definitely DBZ like though. These niggas said they engaged, they said the shit talk, and then they got to business. Like,
bro, let's start peeling off them scales. And then he wearing that shit Megumi's dad was wearing. I was like, man, these niggas get.
Let me ask, why are you still wearing that face? You thought I'd hold back if you look like that? Because yeah, he could actually just go look like anybody he wants to.
I guess I guess it just figures why at this point, because he already killed the sister and does it really matter?
I think I guess that was like Sukuna's whole thing is like, I'm gonna look like, because everybody was talking about that in the Reddit too. I'm gonna look like Megumi, and that's gonna pull on the heartstring of fucking, and that's gonna make him Gojo feel bad, and that's why. And I was just like, that's something y'all actually expect out of Gojo? Gojo don't give a fuck about that. If there's not somebody that's so emotionally removed that would never affect us, probably him.
He would kill Yuji. He would kill anybody who had Sukuna in them. He would just do it. If it meant they actually had to kill him, niggas, he would do it. It's just he didn't have to do it, so that's why he didn't do it before. But it's like
he'd rather have killed Sukuna. He actually liked the idea that Sukuna was just imprisoned her inside of Yuji's body.
I mean, yeah, that was a lot more preferable than what Yuji did. Well, had he known he would do what he did, then he probably would have just not let him just run so buck wild. Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have killed Sukuna off completely, so that still would have been a problem, but it's probably a problem if Sukuna is able to make a pact with Yuji in his head and plan his escape because Yuji's dumb. That's a problem. Big problem. But yeah, man, to see these niggas actually square up toe to toe. And then
this is crazy that he did come out and wear this outfit.
Yeah, like, I don't even know why specifically. I guess it may just be traditional, or it was actually a sense of just irony. But like, man, that's just the real nigga fit, I guess. But
it's just
bro, the fact that they lose their pupils, they lose their
Who is this?
Their pupils and they face the features. His dad.
Is that Megumi?
Megumi's dad.
Oh,
Maguna's dead. Yeah.
oh,
It's
it's just
a
like
little-
they're just making a joke of like, what a cupcake.
Yeah.
You managed to survive death once already while you were in Yuji, so I've been thinking I'll worry about Megumi after I kill you.
Bro, niggas lose their eyes and their features become lessened. Oh my god, you know the fight about to go crazy. Like these niggas started going hand to hand. It wasn't even techniques at first. It was just actual.
No, this
power
is crazy
out.
because that nigga just in the middle just decided to like fall to the
Fall to
floor,
the
and then he did the Yusuke spirit gun pose. Niggas was going crazy because they were like, "Bro, he's doing it." Like I think they the dude that Guy even confirmed it on Twitter. Like they were like, "Oh my god, it's a spirit gun reference." Oh, he's so quirky.
That shit was so fired up.
Nigga just dropped down, just like,
then,
I'm just gonna randomly do a reference to a different manga in the middle of a fight and actually fuck you up.
Because that might actually be like a. Well, no, in this manga, it might be. That might be a manga in this manga. That's easy. Where they just threw him through the walls and then just went up there, punt that nigga.
No, that's what I was laughing at work. This is what I was laughing at work. Where he's just like, oh wow.
Oh wow. And then like he's just like it's not phasing him, but at the same time it's like, wow, yeah, this youngster got some, he got some little fight behind him. This is the first time a nigga actually could push me back in such top form. And if there's anybody who could, then yeah, it'd be Gojo. And
This
his
nigga
top-
picked up a bridge with that nigga on it. It said fuck off.
They just actually making the city a fighting ground to just fuck shit up, and then they're smiling all the while. Like none of this is phasing either. The blows.
It is
aren't
crazy
really
that he's just not using 10 shadows at all either. He's still trying to dismantle them.
They feeling each other out. Yeah, they just feeling each other out right now. Cause they ain't trying.
And this is
either of them-
important. Sorry to cut you off, but this is important too because he used Infinity to curve his hit right here. Because he was gonna actually get a hit, and then he used Infinity to like capture his fist, and then threw that nigga inside the building. And it's just like, bro, the play-by-play is fucking crazy. Because it's all this small stuff.
The momentum. Yeah, that shit was kind of nuts. Like he had it active, deactivated it, and flew with the momentum, and just, man, it destroyed the building.
I think he did like is he doing like a Black Flash?
I mean, it might not be Black Flash exactly. They might just be doing a punch because I know they kept talking about like Black Flash. They're like, yeah, niggas can't do Black Flash besides Yuji and stuff. And there was like one of the niggas who still did a Black Flash, but I don't think what these niggas did.
I mean, some people were saying this like he kept doing manga references, so earlier it was like a spirit gun. Niggas were saying, so was this a reference to John Ken? But I don't think GG responded at her. Confirmed that.
This could have been, yeah, a John.
This might have been a John Ken reference.
I mean, hell, it honestly could be Shotgun too, but a lot of shit got punches there like that. But that does look more like John Ken. And then I like how it just ends.
It's like, I'm gonna go ahead and pin this. Yeah, bro, just actual two monsters making this shit.
So it's like they can find the humor in this. This is more, I don't know. Right now, that was them playing. That was just them playing around because they haven't even gotten serious. Like they just been.
I'm gonna go ahead and pin this on you. And then he realized he can't pin it on him because May's streaming it and everything.
Oh no, she's streaming it. Yeah. But I mean, hey man, buildings are the last areas when these two powerhouses come together. It's just something so.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much going without saying that everything was pretty much gonna get destroyed.
I just like the fact that this wasn't a steady build up of battle royales to where the character comes up to the character after such a big This was here's two heavyweight fighters, and they are planning to meet back at this spot at this date, and they will scrap it up. And that's what happened. There's no everybody else getting involved yet or anything crazy. There's two heavyweight fighters, and they are scrapping it up. That's what we're watching right now, and I'm glad to see it, and I hope we see more of it for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I can't wait till the next chapter because the fight is just gonna get crazy. It's gonna get wild. Most people kind of just think that this is gonna end with, I think, a fight happening where it's happening at, where the story is. Like, this could result in like Man, I don't know. Some people are just straight up saying that this could just end up in his death. I'm kind of leaning
Gojo's
up
death.
to. I think this is leading up to where maybe he heavily injures Sukuna, but maybe Sukuna actually backs away, and then people are just like, because there's no way that Kenjaku could be a formidable foe after Sukuna, and I'm like, how do you know that? I mean,
If they take each other,
Kenjaku has shown himself to be a pretty formidable foe. It's not like some nigga they could just run up.
yeah, in Geto's body, that nigga has the Uzumaki and like 10 million spirits. That guy, he's going crazy. And then he has the gravity shit. Like, bro, Kenjaku was, and he's fused with Tengen. No, Kenjaku is actually.
Like Kenjaku, like he is kind of coming as the orchestrator and like maybe fell back behind Sukuna, so niggas might got this perspective that Sukuna is actually the powerhouse, but they're both powerhouses. Like,
I mean, Kenjaku is, yeah, he's not stronger than him, of course, but it's just like, man, I think he just changed the whole world's DNA thing, or he's about to do that. I think he has that power right now, so. Like, man, that's a very strong nigga, regardless to say. He's just also a schemer. And honestly, I mean, both sides have really strong niggas. Like, Yuta might actually have a real good chance against Kenjaku, because the old Yuta, or the young Yuta, you was barring that. Like, he was scrapping with Geto. He was going crazy. Now, the older Yuta, who's actually a nutball with, oh, bro. The Yuta now, dog. Oh,
yeah, I'm like wondering why Yuta isn't like putting himself out there a little bit more. He is kind of like, isn't he just about as crazy as Gojo, if not like a little bit less, maybe?
He is probably the slightest bit less crazy than Gojo. No, I'm not sure, because if the Rika he has isn't the actual original Rika that he has, or if it actually kind of is in some way. Because as far as I remember, I think the Rika he has now, he let I think he broke the curse on Rika. So it's not the original limitless power Rika that he had, and his power is limited still. So he's not as crazy as Gojo, but he had potential at one point to be probably as crazy, just because Rika was really insane, and her power grew with love. So, that's kind of man, that one makes you think, man. Yuta really could have been like the craziest nigga. One of the craziest. He is one of the craziest niggas. But he's like the crazy nigga who got like a nerfed weapon. So that's his thing.
Because honestly, Gojo and Yuta to just thinking, fuck it.
Well, yeah, but then Kenjaku, the ice bitch, then he might just get in the way too. I mean,
the ice bitch don't seem like shit. That nigga fucking Gojo fucking just squash that nigga like a flea.
Nah, I think that is big. Yeah, no, that nigga's strong. That nigga is strong as fuck. But Gojo's like,
So you don't think Yuta can handle that shit?
It'll be definitely a fight. It'll be a fight. Because Yuta, I don't know. It might be a fight. Yuta don't got his full power Rika. He just has. I mean, his nerfed Rika is really strong still. But with the nerf, I think it's going to be a fight. Because that person is very old as fuck, too. So they're a reincarnated sorcerer, I believe, and they've just been getting stronger since this day and age. So they might be. I think they are. But who knows? We still don't really know much about that person.
We got Super. These niggas are actually training. Broly's being involved. And it seemed like Broly is kind of just is about to become part of the 3, really. There's like a little past thing of like covering like happened like during the movie and shit. If y'all seen the movie, haven't been reading or whatever, them niggas like, yeah, they fucking scrapped at one point in time. And it kind of went into a whole thing about like his anger and it kind of like did this transition where he was getting angry, and it kind of flashed back to a time where they're actually hanging out and they're just training. And it's like Goku's trying to be like, "Yo, bro, like, calm down," because I guess just the typical thing with Broly, where his anger and his
fucking up the vibe.
Well, not even just fucking up the vibe, but they're kind of realizing that most of his power and everything comes from his anger, of course, but they're trying to teach him how to like maybe Yeah, get strength without him losing control of that. Like maybe tame it or utilize
And
it.
he's about to blow up the planet. He's about to blow up the planet off anger.
As opposed to some like when you were going Super Saiyan and then they were just like you gotta harness your anger and niggas just couldn't harness like the actual anger that they need to go Super Saiyan or break that threshold. Broly's kinda having the opposite spectrum where he break that threshold, but he break that threshold so well that he can't really cap it. So
Yeah. Can't stop leak. Like it just started leaking and it just goes. Which is crazy because then we still have the whole shit with Kale.
and
But I mean, fuck.
Vegeta's kind of going through a new route right now where he's probably like trying to control more of like like his mind, his mental, something different out of just physically just training all the time. They realize that if it comes down to their physical prowess, they kind of outmatch all their enemies, but they keep lacking something or losing anyway. And it might be, and I think Vegeta's kind of getting down to what people have been saying for a long time. It's like, bro, you're nothing but blast and anger,
And
bro. You
quiet
need
and
technique.
punch.
Yeah. And for a while, he has been getting better in that regard, but that might have all been coming from the severe strength that he's been gaining. And it might just be a thing where Vegeta's just like, yeah, I just gain strength, and that carries me. But I like he needs something different. And I'm glad that he's actually kind of coming to this revelation because this is a long time coming. We need, like, we thought Ego was gonna be like, oh, that nigga got a god form, just like he got his opposite of like, uh, of
Yeah,
UI.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that nigga still got folded by Granola, so obviously it just wasn't. I think he actually did in the end still win that fight, but for the most part he was
But
getting
I mean,
smoked. So
yeah, because then he got a new form and still gets smoked. So it's like, man, whatever. Because it kind of ruins the, the impact of the new form. It's like, they get a new form and then just get bopped. And who cares? Form sucks. It's like when Piccolo went orange and then he got bopped by like Cell Max. I mean, yeah, Cell Max is like crazy, but then it lessens Orange Piccolo. Because then I'm like, well, bruh, I thought this was gonna be a cool little. I mean, of course they couldn't, or else that would fuck shit. But it's a little lame. It lames it up when you see something like Super Saiyan God get bopped, Ultra Instinct get matched and bopped, Ego bop. Fuck now.
and yeah, this nigga
This shit
met
is
this
still
marvel of a
entertaining as fuck.
woman, Chile or Chila. Nigga Beerus is behind the internet because everybody was already crushing on her, bro. You mad late?
That boy saw the sparkles.
That nigga was grinning at her, bro.
Straight lunge, you like, huh? He has a type.
Yeah, that's basic as fuck.
Shocking.
That's crazy that he
That's
said that, like as if she basic, but she ain't basic.
She kind of base. She kind of base.
No, she not basic.
That's based. She's based. She's just.
No,
She
she's
got
base.
crazy.
Yeah, she is base for sure. She not basic. She based. Yeah.
I think that might be basic in a sense, honestly, just because all the niggas like her, so she's based. That's
Okay, if you're defined be basic by the fact that every nigga like you, I don't know. I mean, I guess.
That nigga don't like them, especially he just likes base tape. Or Whis is he's a cultured man.
Bro, Whis don't even bases. Whis is like he don't even like nobody.
Bro, he fucking like space entities and like black holes.
Bro, what he talking about? What he talking about? Basic, he's like, yeah, he just like things that are humanoid and cute. I like Orgormorg from planet
Bro, I like
60 million.
You ever fucking universe? I'll tell you.
Yeah, you ever got it on with a comet?
Yeah. That shit have you rock hard.
Okay. And this nigga Piccolo out here strapped up.
Dressed up like a goddamn op patrol. Get potential released. Nigga trying to get his potential drawn out again. Interesting. Does he not have Orange Piccolo as canon now, or is that just?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was like, that's kind of lame.
Then he just still regular Piccolo.
Yeah, because regular Piccolo fucking sucks.
Bro, Yamcha was out there in the field. He was regular Yamcha. I don't know. The cap on your base form at
Oh,
this
he
point is so
fucking
crazy.
losing. Yeah, niggas just.
No, that nigga was actually getting some shit done. I was surprised. I was like, nigga, where you been training at?
The mountains. Just the mountains. God, man.
I don't even know what Piccolo was even talking about. I'm sure it's connected to the last chapter. We'll probably do a lot more coverage on Super in the future for sure. I just kind of been getting back into it because the chapter drop. I mean, the chapters drop so sporadically, so it's kind of like an event every time they drop because they do it so sparingly.
I noticed that shit when I saw the. Every time I kind of see him drop, like I'll just pass by and I'll be like, oh hey, a super chapter. That's random.
And every time I get that, every time I get to like, ooh, I read the shit every single time because I just be like, it's just cool to see what's going on.
Bro, these niggas get crazy. It's kind of nuts, honestly.
Yeah, and like this is them training and shit. Bro, nigga, they just got out of bro, the whole granola gas, fucking Black Frieza shit, bro. It's crazy. These niggas got threats to worry about, nigga. Black Frieza's just out here.
Out there. Yeah.
Yeah. They had to go get Broly just to make sure Frieza ain't go and grab the nigga and fuck him up.
They had to make sure to go get Broly.
Yeah, because you know Frieza was probably heading there first.
So I mean, did they like when they met him? There's just I don't know. They just met him and then like he just disappeared or some shit.
Well, they met him, they fought, and then I think this was at a time where Frieza and them were kind of like at peace, kind of. So if I can remember correctly, they fought. I think there was like a bigger threat to Dekabana. I don't remember if it was Frieza or whatever, because I think Frieza did bring him on some malicious shit where it was like fight them for me, and then yeah, I think they just kind of came to a truce and they broke away from Frieza, and I think Frieza's kind of just been looking to hunt that nigga down for betraying him for in that debunk order.
He's been hunting them niggas down. Oh my god.
Or I don't know if that was his main focus until after he became Black Frieza. I'm not sure. I gotta refresh myself on that for sure. So don't take my word for it, but I think that's what happened. I know Frieza did bring Broly and them down and introduced them just in the same way, just like utilizing an idiot. Because I think it was Frieza that, and even in the movie, it was Frieza that broke Broly down the first time, right? Or no? Well, no, yeah, wasn't it?
Like brought him down.
Or I think was it Planet? Or no, Planet. No, Vegeta's dad or Broly's dad came down. It was like met with Vegeta and took them up to their. Yeah, okay, never mind. I misremember.
Yeah,
ignore me. Let's just continue.
Right. Ignore me.
Ignore me.
Yeah, nah. So that show is nuts in its own right. And he just killed that nigga. Man, this fight is nice though. Everybody is getting busy. It's good to see them split a tree and actually do some crazier shit now. Just considering every time they do fight, it's always like they.
And Vegeta's actually improving.
And that's always nice to see, because you know, Vegeta has the Ash syndrome, and I don't like that. But it's nice to see Vegeta actually improve against his actual rival, because every time they usually made them go to toe to toe, it was just you know, oh we're even. Oh, but then Goku's kind of stronger still. So this actually gives me the impression that, oh, we're even, and Goku might not really just be stronger and not have beaten Vegeta at this moment. But now they are actually just going, I mean, I guess we'll see in a second. These niggas are actually, this is what I want from this relationship. I want to know that these niggas is two sides of the same Saiyan coin, and they going crazy. Or that even Vegeta is a
They kind of been doing that for a while. I mean, Vegeta was the one that really carried through the Golden Frieza arc.
I mean, like,
because Goku got folded by a normal ass beam.
But then, like, Vegeta let the Earth get blown up, so then they took away his moment. And that was lame. Because then it never even happened. And story-wise, I was like, bro, that's lame. Y'all don't need to let Vegeta have that, bro.
But they kind of always been at the point of like covering each other though. At this point,
Yeah.
they're pretty much Mario and Luigi at this point.
But it's like, he really passed him up on that whole shit with like Ultra Instinct and then even Super Saiyan 3 and God. All the craziest shit. Like they always have Vegeta as like he's like the second nigga. And that's just what he is. He's the second nigga. He's not the
Just Broly just sitting there just like I don't give a fuck.
Bro, Broly is the thick. That water? That is water.
Yeah, because they was fucking.
Yeah, he getting excited.
They was creating cyclones and fucking Vegeta slammed that nigga.
Bro, that nigga. Just to see the Saiyan blood getting hot right now, just to see them niggas getting real busy.
Yeah, he's just like, oh my god, battle.
I want to get in that nigga. Like he just shiver. That nigga shivering, bro. Oh my goodness. I want to see him cut loose. Battle. Nah.
I think they get into that. I think he's definitely about to train for sure.
Yeah, if this gives anything like what happened with what you call it. So are they gonna? Does that mean they're gonna put out the chapters for the movie?
The chapters for the movie?
Because this is leading up to that movie part, right?
I don't know if that one's gonna actually they might, but I'm not sure.
Because I know the shit like Black Clover and all those other ones skip shit like that, except for like Demon Slayer.
I think that might have been one of those movies where it's like I don't know, it might not be canon, or at least it might not be canon in the same. It might not fold out exactly how the movie did. Like the movie might be its own thing in the way that it.
So Gohan and Piccolo might get their shit through potential unlock and some other. But
it might be a its own like narrative. It might fold out differently because the Golden Frieza and all the movies or whatever didn't fold out the same way in the manga. But they definitely were events that happened, and they probably gonna happen in the manga, but it's not gonna pan out in the exact same way. So maybe.
Yeah, they might go to the Boruto route. I feel that. That'd be cool. Kinda, I guess. The Cell Max shit was a little extra. I mean, of course, because it was a movie, but for a manga, that might be a lot.
And that's what kind of gives me, because they just talked about the Red Ribbon Army right there with Piccolo showed up, so maybe they're probably building up to that.
Because it looks like it, at least. It looks like kind of like it, but I wouldn't be mad if it didn't. I ain't going. Shenlong.
It's just the fact that Shenlong like immediately recognized him, like, oh, Master Piccolo. Like them niggas just been wishing from that nigga so long.
That nigga every week, bro. I'm like, oh, what's up, nigga? So what did you wish for?
Can you draw?
Yeah, he said to draw the latent power like the Elder. Nice. Is he gonna go orange? Can we even really tell? He did just get a power spike though, as is tradition.
I threw in a bit extra. Look at Piccolo. My Nick.
My Nick. That Piccolo is ridiculous,
bro. Thanks.
Thanks, my nigga. Appreciate you, fam. Bro,
now state your second wish. That's all for me. Knock yourself out. Really? That's all you needed? So I could use the other two wishes? Can you give my booty a minor lift like a girl half my bro? She did ask for it, but they did that in the movie. They said that in the movie, didn't I? Okay, so this is the movie panning out. This is literally the beginning of the movie.
Interesting.
And I thought they would leave it in the movie, but no, you actually canonically made Bulma Vanish fucking ask for a BBL from this goddamn dragon.
Yeah, she got it, but see, hers ain't a fake BBL. That's the realest BBL in the world. Oh. Yo, Bulma guy.
And for the third wish, how about you get rid of these crow feet and make sure it looks natural? Why not something that matters more?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, like nigga, like y'all don't summon this nigga like every week. What? Are y'all serious? Who cares? Y'all just gonna get the Dragon Ball. She has a radar, bro. She has a radar to do this whenever she wants. Like man. That's
We should have wished to summon Goku back. You had to get your butt lift instead.
Okay, that's funny. Oh man. You just had to get a butt lift. Bro. Oh man.
And look at Trunks and
Doesn't
Goten
really matter.
older. They're actually finally older.
Always together.
I'm glad about that. I'm glad that they the niggas that's together. But at the same time, it was just like because when we was watching when the beer shit was going on, I was like, bro, why are y'all still kids?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
But now they actually
really have to.
Goten is getting back to like. I'm glad they've also decided to go a route where this nigga is like. They still got an interest in adventure and battling, and he's like more traditional garb instead of just the cocky fucking flat. What's that? He got a fucking pompadour and shit,
He had like the
and he was macking on hoes.
Yeah, he had that cap on. He had them pants, that shirt tucked in, like a '80s cool ass kid, bro. He was going crazy,
just like Zach from fucking Saved by the Bell.
Nigga, that nigga was just like kid and play. Yeah, I was like, hold on. Alright, Drip 10. Yeah, this is the movie. Oh, I guess it is. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they had to give Gohan his power spike somehow, right?
Yep. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much what's happening. They're going into the Cell Max movie now.
If you haven't seen the movie, go see the movie. That's probably your best bet with this because it won't be out for another month.
Yep, the whole narrative that they're going into is already existing. Go look at it.
And it's great cinematically, but
oh yeah, no, it was a great movie.
Everything else is going to be kind of a drag about it. But hey, I mean, at least Gohan gets his power spike, and Piccolo does get orange. So.
And
bro, why would you
Bulma got a butt lift.
Hold on. Why would you be such an idiot as to wish to unleash your hidden, latent potential, as opposed to just literally being the strongest nigga to ever exist? Now, I get that would break a lot of plot.
There's like a special connection that the Namekians have with the Dragon Balls, and it's just like, because the thing is, no, he doesn't want to just wish to be the strongest warrior on the planet, just like, because that seemed like it's almost like assigned as like a evil narrative type thing, but he was pretty much wishing for the next step of like potential unlocking, just like the Elder would give him. He pretty much just substituted, since the Great Elder is dead, he pretty much used Shenlong as his substitution for the Great Elder to unlock more of his potential, because that's what Namekian warriors do. It's a Namekian thing that Krillin and Gohan just happened to participate in when they were younger.
Okay. Happy. I had to throw a track.
Yeah.
It's
a specific Namekian ritual that they use to unlock more and more of their power level. Because
I thought he had unlocked the rest of his potential, and I was about to say, if you just gonna cheat, nigga, then just go all the way. But he wasn't cheating. He was just
he still has to train, and it's just that there's like a cap, and Namekian specifically go to the Elder to keep unlocking it.
Then I guess I can get that. I mean, it's not as much stupid as it is just tradition. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he probably doesn't want to just skip the line anyway. But it is kind of funny, actually, still, because then, like, the other nigga made the literal smartest wish.
Like, wishing to be, like, the strongest warrior is something that literally Granola just got done doing. And that's, like, it's like an evil thing.
But it's like, when you make that kind of wish, you always wonder, why don't the good guys just do that so they don't have to worry about the bad guys? But
because Goku liked the thrill of actually training and getting better. And majority of them do. They like actually enjoy preparing and solving the issues on their own.
Niggas' planets get blown up and they gotta rewind time.
And also, Shenlong kind of respect them for that because, like I said, in the world of Dragon Ball, I think it's an overall negative narrative once you wish to be the strongest warrior. Like that is something that Shenlong would look at as a misuse of power and probably lose respect with him. Like I think they built a rapport with Shenlong at this point for that reason.
Yeah,
They only use their wishes for good.
that's kind of dumb though. Because that nigga's planets get blown up off pride, and they could have just. I mean, hey, it keeps the story going, so I can't really hate on it. But it is funny when you see like the bad guy make the smartest wish possible for his goals.
Nah, Granola actually completing that wish was one of the craziest things ever. It's like, oh,
Like, bro, it makes the most sense out of anything, but literally nobody has done it before. For him to only get taught by the nigga who was technically out of the universe, but like, for the galaxy, I think he said specifically, right? He said galaxy or some shit.
yeah.
Like, bro, to see the
And then and that's why Frieza was able to surpass him, because Frieza was he found another hyperbolic time chamber somewhere out in space, so he wasn't within that dimension. So the wish never applied to him, so he was able to go past him.
No, it's just like, nah. I mean, here, plot hole gotta come out somewhere, but literally out of thin air. Crazy enough, Granola's plot hole actually came out of thin air. A nigga just popped out from the other dimension, and he
Just
wasn't
Frieza
here.
just came, and it's crazy. It's just like, yeah, I just came back from a different dimension when that wish and stuff happened, and I immediately jet here just to start flexing.
Out of thin air, out of the actual thin air, bro. You weren't even in this dimension, and you decided to come back now. After who knows how long of training. But hey, whatever. Yeah.
That means he was in the hyperbolic time chamber, so many years might have passed from his perspective. But it's just crazy that after all those years in his perspective, as soon as he busts out the door, I'm about to go race to these niggas and flex on them immediately.
It really was just the fact that he was next to Goku and Vegeta. That is what fucked him. Or maybe he probably just sensed the strongest nigga in the universe too. Said,
Actually, where is that chapter?
Bro, that is the most amazing plot hole in the history of plot holes. That is probably number one plot hole. And it really does make sense with the world and everything, but my god, that is just the craziest plot hole. It is so funny. God. Oh my god, the superhero.
Yeah,
shit.
this is gas.
Yeah.
Not as in like this is gas, as in like this is the character gas.
Yeah, gas the nigga.
This dread-headed nigga, like where?
Just bopping niggas in the fucking face.
Bro,
That's
he
a
was
nigga
actually
base form.
fucking these niggas up.
Bro, why are you base form against this nigga? That's just an insult to everything.
Because they already did everything else at this point.
Oh, on Granola?
Yeah, but also on this guy. They just kind of was just running out of enemies.
Oh, so they were fighting both of them at the same time.
No, they weren't fighting them. Granola, when this nigga showed up, because I think he also was somewhere else and wished for to be the greatest warrior ever. And then he passed up Granola. And then Granola put all the differences aside and was fighting this nigga with them. And then Granola was probably laid out somewhere else. And Goku and Vegeta just been fighting him and getting smoked by this nigga. So this nigga literally, look, there's Granola right there. And they just actually...
Bro, what is happening?
Oh wait, no, Granola's... Well, no, this was a ploy. Granola is definitely trying to help them. So yeah, this nigga power spike past Granola, who was the strongest warrior on the planet.
So hilarious, bro. Hey, I'm the other nigga who thought of the only smart option. That's literally what Frieza did before Frieza came in.
Frieza didn't even wish it. That nigga went and found a hyperbolic time chamber himself. He found another hyperbolic time chamber and just trained in that shit and got another form where he's black. Why do you keep changing colors every time you get stronger? What the fuck is going on?
Bro, these super shoes are hilarious. These super shoes are hilarious.
Super shoes.
The fucking extensions of their body, the little aura things, are just hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, this is some shit that this nigga can do. He like got like energy projection fist and shit. Like yeah, later, stomp that.
Stop that nigga.
He actually flattened him.
The super, like, bro, look, indented that nigga in the rock. Oh my god, that nigga got the super shoes. Amazing, bro. Nah, this is amazing.
Bro, this
The
whole
fact that
debacle was so crazy to read, bro.
this is chaotic as fuck. Like, who is this nigga? Who are these niggas? Just to pop out of nowhere.
And
do
now
all
Ultra
this-
Instinct. Like, bro, Ultra Instinct, and then he created like a projection image of himself and grabbed it and threw him out in space.
Like, what? Bro. What in the world, bro? Brother, man. Oh my god, bro. Shoot! There!
These Dragon Quest characters that invaded fucking
Dragon Ball. Literally.
Dragon Ball.
They look like all just Dragon Quest characters. Except for
Granola
the-
definitely does look like a Dragon Quest character.
Fucking what's his face? Gas just looks like. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, they just grabbed them to hold on to.
Yeah, they smoked that nigga out the sky, bro.
Oh,
And he was still alive.
Actually,
No, he was still alive. He was still alive, and he was still a threat after that. He got burnt up from definitely getting
Like,
blasted.
just got right there.
Like, he blew that nigga, he got up
Oh,
and blew that nigga away, bro.
Wait, but how does being the strongest nigga in the universe protect you against 3 of the strongest niggas in the universe? That's
And
kind
that's
of
what
like...
I'm saying. He was still, like, look, he got shriveled up, he was in a bad shape, but he was still just strong as fuck. Like, they was still gonna have to struggle with that nigga.
Bro, like
Like,
what?
bro,
He
he's
did 3 of the strongest-
so this nigga is so strong that even though that blast obviously just they put her all into it, so it did a lot of damage. It shriveled him up, but he's still like, this is Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego at the same time. He's marking these niggas.
Bro, that is so fucking foul. That is so fucking foul. See, nah, it's shit like that.
Just look, bro, he's still marking both of them. He blasted them and then surfed through his own blast and then grabbed these. And he put his feet in their face.
He kicked them niggas in the face. That's so
He
gross. Dude. He really...
jumped through and put his feet in their face.
Bruh. Are you serious, bro? That is so...
He's like
disheveled.
he's like half dead, but he just doesn't give a fuck at this point. He's just fucking these niggas.
Bro,
up.
but that doesn't make any sense. If you wish to be the strongest nigga, that means if 3 niggas who were previously the strong nigga come up to you at the same time, theoretically, they should destroy you. Or at least after some great amount of effort, should definitely put you down. But
they did. They were still standing, and it was just that this nigga was impenetrable. And just, even though he's dying, he's just, his lifespan is like this nigga realized, he's literally is dying. He's decaying, but he's still just able to just be a powerhouse through that. Just off the wish. And then this nigga shows up.
Wait, so wishing to be the strongest literally was killing him? And then, yeah, Frieza just touchdown out of nowhere. Bro, like, what? Nigga actually did the touchdown, the superhero fucking landing. That is so gross. Frieza. And everybody is just like, what? The actual fuck. It's been some time, Gas. Those guys?
Yeah, these are like space pirate niggas. These are like space pirate niggas. They pretty much share a similar go to Frieza where they go planet to planet and fuck shit up. And I think they like have a history with Granola too, where they also fuck like Granola people up, but Granola also has because I think it was these niggas Frieza in the Saiyans a long time ago went and just fucked Granola's planet up. So
So the
he
Saiyans
Granola
under.
came down, made the wish, and he went and was trying to kill Goku and Vegeta because they were like the last Saiyans. He was just like fuck them niggas. So it was more like a
Oh,
legacy thing of like your people used to be involved in destroying my planet, so fuck y'all.
wait,
But
wasn't Granola
since these
the
niggas
Saiyan?
became no, Granola's that nigga with the eye patch that you just saw.
Moral or some shit. Yeah, never mind. I thought the goat nigga was named Granola at first, but I think that might have been like Moral or some shit.
Are you talking about this nigga that with the dreads?
No, he wasn't the goat nigga, was he?
No, this is Gas. Wait, what goat nigga are you talking about?
Wasn't there a goat nigga before this?
Oh, the goat nigga. Oh yeah. No, that was somebody else.
Ah, okay.
I forgot what it is.
It was
But yeah,
like, was he
Frieza pretty
Moral?
much showed up. This nigga launched at him and he turned black and then he punched through that nigga gut. And
And
everybody's
like,
so shocked because they're just like, bro, we couldn't do shit. And then, yeah, that nigga just shriveled up and died. This was so fucking... This is probably one of the most gruesome thing I've ever seen in Dragon Ball right here. Punch through that nigga's stomach. That nigga decayed on his arm, nigga. And then that nigga saw him.
In his eye.
And literally... Who, in Frieza's eyes?
Yes.
Just that glare.
Frieza's look. He's just so menacing. And he hasn't let it up one bit.
And this was just the biggest... This is one of the biggest threats in Dragon Ball history. That nigga Frieza looked at him on the ground, crushed him. Like, I was talking about that in Fuckles. Like, that nigga literally just crushed the skull and turned the nigga that's literally been causing these people problems into dust.
You're the one who contacted me? Interesting. So I'll let you live. Once again, I ask, what is your business with me? Oh. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that nigga
Everybody's
that pretty much called him. Yeah, he pretty much called Frieza down because he thought that nigga was for sure gonna kill him. Because that's why they're so surprised, because it was like, there's no way that Frieza could beat him because this nigga just wished to be the strong. So they were gonna pretty much get Frieza to come so this nigga can just decimate him. But since Frieza was in a different dimension, he doesn't apply to this rule.
So they just said they were calling Frieza so he could die. But
Yeah.
then he just showed up surprised naked. I mean, that's very oddly specific, but I guess it was because of the shit he did. So.
And now that nigga's gone.
Oh, so he blew that nigga away too. Damn. My God, yeah, Frieza showed up smoke niggas. Oh my gosh.
And yeah, he was like, Frieza, how'd you manage to kill Gas? How, you ask? Gas had become the strongest warrior in the universe. By all rights, he should have been far stronger than you. In this universe, you mean? Ah, of course. I've been spending some time in another dimension, you see, so perhaps I wasn't being counted as part of this universe. One other dimension. On one of my many conquer worlds, I come across a chamber where time flows differently than in the outside world. A room of spirit and time.
10 years.
There I was able to squeeze in 10 years worth of training.
Well,
Couldn't very well keep losing the sands my whole life, so I needed a bit of a power. Black Frieza!
Yeah. Yeah.
And then actually just free these niggas. Actual Black Force energy, and just said, fuck out of here, bitch. And then just turned that shit off.
And just, yeah, now he's actually conserving energy because he just doesn't need to use it up. Oh my God.
You wouldn't have to have any plans after all this. As it happens, my chip could use a cook and a waiter. We'll take the jobs, please, and thanks. Follow me. Yes, sir.
That's, wow. Yeah, they just left. Just didn't care. Nice, I guess.
But yeah, that's pretty much what happened with that.
Wow, man, that's... Wow, man. I mean, so, like, I mean, the gods of destruction basically are nothing at this point. They have to be, right? Because that's just crazy.
Well,
But
no,
then-
Beerus could
but then-
easily still free up also these niggas that just by the principles.
What?
He doesn't apply to that. He kind of
Wait,
has to be the nigga that has the capability of killing anything that's happening in the universe. He's the god.
But Granola literally wished to be the strongest in the universe, so he should be stronger than him now. Or do they just really not apply? Like, I mean, because I get that
I
they're
don't
different
think I don't think gods and like beings and stuff are like involved in it.
Oh, so it doesn't account towards like Xenos and fucking. Of course it should. Well, yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean,
I think
yeah,
Shenron. I think Shenron only has the capability of affecting like things within like
mortal things.
that's not a
Yeah.
cosmic being. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I mean,
Because
but,
that technically means that Shenron had to pretty much put limit and manipulate people's strength. So like at one point, Goku and all of them was severely past Granola and all of them. But when they made the wish, it pretty much brought. It didn't just raise their level up, but also shrunk every other mortal being down. And I think that's why they're kind of going through a training period now, because they're just like so unsure of where their strength is at, because everybody's kind of just been messed with. And I think that's also why Vegeta's also going through a dilemma. It's like it's not about the amount of strength that we have, but there's also got to be some training in how it's utilized.
Because yeah, that makes sense. Then I mean, I guess if he like, because relatively they didn't lose their spot, but they just got surpassed, and everybody just got set down. So that makes sense. That's interesting. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean 2 hours, man. That was a pretty solid effort. We covered pretty much everything, so it should be easier to be consistent. Since now all we have to do is just do the general chapter coverage, and we should be able to be actually consistent now since I moved, and I actually have a private space to record this content and stuff. And
yeah. Now I'm looking forward to definitely all the shit that's gonna happen.
Exciting. Chainsaw Man. Hopefully they'll figure their shit out. One Piece is getting excited. Yeah, man, looking for it. And then also, I also kind of want to just introduce, maybe some general topics, gaming stuff. We'll probably start covering at the beginning and shit. So if there's any gaming news, leaks, or anything that we probably have to talk about, we'll share them and talk about them at the beginning. We'll use the intro and the stuff just for more general, coverage and stuff. But yeah, that's it, man. That's episode 9 of Wolves Den, man. Glad to be back.
Almost in a double digits.
We almost in the double digits. Bro, that's kind of crazy because I feel like we did like 300 episodes of this shit already.
So I knew it was at I thought it was at 8 or 7 or something, but I was like, I knew we in the high something, but I know we ain't past 10 yet. That's nice. That figures. Yeah,
but
progress.
Yeah, man. I guess I'm gonna host Scoop, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Scoop. Did you have any last words or anything?
Appreciate y'all coming out. Thank y'all tuning in again, and we'll see y'all next time on the Wolves Den podcast. Y'all have a nice day. There's radio.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me start this raid up.
Raiders come out for playing. Man, I can already see niggas hitting me up, and I'm not dealing with it today. I'm not dealing with it today.
All right, sending you guys.
Off day. I just want to
everybody loaded.
See niggas hitting me up.
Oops. Nope.
Shut up. Say hi to Scoop. Call him cute.
All right, you don't gotta do all that, but I'll see you guys. Thanks for coming out. Wolves Den.
To the little stoop.